Luke, many congratulations. Those are the sort of results that leagues are won on the back of, aren't they?
I really hope so. I hope so because it was very, very tough. It was really, really tough, and the players had to show a lot of character because to be behind against a really, really good opposition and to come out with the victories is incredible.
You win games in many different ways. Some nights you can blow a team away. Some nights everything clicks, and on other nights it just doesn't click for extended periods of time, and those are the nights where you have to really dig in deep and show grit and determination. I wonder if that was one of those nights tonight.
Yeah, for sure, because we didn't play well at all in the first half, and part of that is because Solihull was so good, and part of that is because we were sloppy, and that was very, very disappointing because we don't see that very often from the group, and they normally play so consistently. Even if they don't win a game, you know what you're going to see with the performance. But today, the first half was really, really poor, I felt, and then they showed some grit, and then they began to find some rhythm in the second half.
Plenty of positives to talk about, but before we get onto that, why do you think it was so sloppy at times in the first half?
It's hard because every manager, I'm sure, has had a group that they really feel like they know what they're going to get from the group, and then they get a surprise. I'm sure I'm not the only manager to experience that, and to work out the reason is difficult. I don't know, but a lot of games, and maybe because we had a break and we came back in and we made a really good performance against Halifax at home, and I'm not sure maybe it's hard for them to go again, but in the end they did find the rhythm, I thought, in the second half, and really I'm sure they dominated quite a lot in the second half.
One of the benefits of our press position this evening is that it was about 10 yards behind your technical area, so we could see how frustrated you were in the first half. We also noticed how early you came back out at half time, and then you were like this lion prowling up and down on the edge of your technical area. What sort of stuff did you say to them at half time?
Yeah, we always really, really honest, and of course it's my job to tell the players. They've been fantastic, and I'm so proud of the players. But I also have a duty to tell them when they drop their level, and when if there's an opportunity for them to maybe make an excuse or shift the blame, and I need to tell them the truth. And I told them that it wasn't good enough, and it's not a performance that is acceptable as a group. We don't accept that performance, and they need to know now, before it's too late, that has to change and have to be more energy and more positive body language. Even if we can't play great with the ball, we have to play really, really well with our intensity and our energy. And then we come out, and the very first action, Solihull were behind us, yeah, and I worried that we didn't connect, but then I think. As the second period progressed, we became more ourselves.
Yeah, pleased that they took on what you said to them at half time, and you feel like they did.
Yeah, whether they took on or they done it in spite of me, I don't know, but I will take it. They're a great group of guys, and they got the result that in the end I think they just about deserved in the end.
It took a couple of penalties tonight, both scored brilliantly by Ruben Rodriguez. No doubt Solihull Moors will feel quite aggrieved by that, particularly the second one. How did you see it?
Yeah, of course they will, because there's rarely like a completely stonewall other than Aaron's at the weekend, but we didn't get. But no, of course they're going to feel like that because they played so brilliantly. To be honest, when I came to Notts and I started to watch the league, tried to watch a lot of football and a lot of the teams, and the ones that stood out, the first one that stood out to be so good was Solihull. The way they play is brilliant. Some really, really exciting players, and so we experienced that today when they moved the ball very, very well, and they make really, really good forward runs. So we struggled a lot, and of course they will be disappointed that they went in front and then they conceded 2 penalties. But tonight we were in the box a lot, and I think we were value just about in the end. I think at half time we weren't, but in the end we're just about value.
The night is still young, of course, with it being deadline day. No one's going now from the football club between now and 11 o'clock, are they? I don't need to go and sit on anyone, do I?
No, I mean, look, if somebody made an offer now, I think the first thing that I would say to any of the players was that this is a desperation, because for a club to leave it to this moment is wrong, and I think you're going in under the wrong circumstances. So I'll be making sure that they believe me on that one. But no, at the moment we don't feel in any concern about losing a player.
There's not been any offers today for any of your players?
No.
And no interest for yourself? Have you? I mean, there is no deadline for the National League, but have you tried to get anybody from the Football League?
No, we're close to we're close on one or two targets, but there's close and then getting over the line, and those two things can be quite far apart in the end. So yeah, we're still looking, and of course with the window is not as pressing for us, and we will continue to negotiate.
And just finally, it's a record-setting night for Notts tonight. It was a 93-year-old record that you equalled at the weekend. You now are out on your own. It's the best Notts County season ever to date. What does that mean?
That means that we're doing a lot of things right, and it also means that we have a duty now to maintain those standards, because otherwise it would be very, very disappointing. You know, you imagine the fans that came today and packed it behind the goal, so brilliant and cold, and yet again they're travelling and was fantastic. So we owe them to try to maintain the level.